Well, hey everybody, welcome to the stream. I am KiteCraft, just totally not with it today. So today I am taking another step in my... Okay, I want you to go away. No, that should be fine. I don't know what it's doing there. Okay, I really want you to go away. So I'm just going to pause you. No, how do I make you go away? So I haven't done anything on YouTube in quite a while. So this is all sorts of interesting. And I really don't want that sitting there. Well, actually it might be useful. Okay, so we're building I'm building a new power supply, and we have a look over what's on the table over on the left side. You'll see that there's a whole bunch of things going on. Now the base of my power supply is going to be there we go. It's going to be this thing over here. Oh, there we are. So here we have a 600 watt power supply. All of these outputs, all the green ones, I was using for charging LiPo batteries for drones. I could charge 4 batteries. I could plug in those decent multi-chargers into these. And then that yellow one is for something else. So I'm keeping them, but then you've got all of these other wires just hanging off here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use this as the base of a desktop power supply. This is my existing power supply, and it just uses those little ammeters that you can buy at your local electronics store or off of eBay. They're fairly inexpensive, and they're great for giving you an idea of what's happening, but they're not entirely accurate. But that's okay. Like I said, they give you a nice idea of what's going on. Yeah, I'm going to have to make that better. And it's got outputs for 3 volt and 5 volt and then adjustable. And this adjustable actually has one of those basic little buck converters. One of these things. And it's literally bolted to the other side of this plate. In fact, you can see the screws right there. Where am I here? The screw right there. That's actually holding one of these on. And then there's a tiny little hole right there that you can stick in and adjust this pot with. To get a variable voltage output. And then the 3.3 volt doesn't actually have an output. And you know, that's been good enough. And then I built this one down here. So over here on the left, you can see I've got my, let me just move everything. This is my voltage transmogrifier. And it's a smaller version of that. But inside here is a custom circuit board that I made that has 2 switching voltage regulators on it. The 2 switching voltage regulators. The LM, I don't even know. But this was a really fun board that I made because it's a double-sided circuit board. It's a power board and all of that. So it's got input and it's got really nice. And this is connected to the inputs, and these are connected to the outputs, voltage and current, and it's connected up to this whole thing right now. And this works well. I love it. It's small and portable. But I want more. I really want more. So I want to go back to a nice big power supply. So I'm building a new one based off of that ATX power supply. And this one is going to actually have a nice 2-panel display. So this will be the main display, and this is going to have like 5 things, and then this is going to be a secondary display. This one's going to have basically the 5 volt and the 3 volt outputs, I think. Did I count that right? So the whole power supply is going to have a 5 volt output, a 3.3 volt output, 2 adjustable outputs, 1 and two 12-volt outputs. So that's 6. So that's 12 analogs plus 1 for current for measuring on the system. That's 13, and that leaves me spare 14. That leaves me spare 2. Right? No, that's right. Okay, good. I got that right. So what I'm doing now, quite simply, yeah, let's do that. There. Now, I don't know if I'm actually ever going to see the chat, but whatever. All right, we'll go with that and see if this works as a setup. Okay, so what I'm doing today, let's have a look at what I've actually got on the table. So I'll try and give you a close-up view of this. That's going to have to, oh, perfect, actually. I don't know if you can actually see what's on the screen, though. Let me try and get a camera in there, or a light on there. Helps when there's light. Okay, so this is going to be the display. Now, this screen and this screen. This one is actually, well, it's just the third screen I have on the rack. Oh, shit, that one saves me a digital pin. Oh, my God, that saves me a digital pin. So I can move this interrupt onto that digital pin. Oh, good. I'm saving pins everywhere I look. So I hope you can actually see what that is. Right now, it's just a header on there with the time. It says volt giver, and the text on there says volt giver. There. I think you might actually see that now. And then in the right, in red, it actually says Wi-Fi. In fact, I'm going to change that string a little bit. You know what, I'm going to go change that string a little bit. If I go into my star side header, in fact, you know what I need to do? I need to actually change this a little bit now while I'm here. Alright, so home screen header width height, yeah. Pound define. Is Wi-Fi. We're here on the header. Where does it draw the panel? Update the time. Right there. No, not volt giver, Wi-Fi. I've been meaning to change that. So there. So that'll actually be a little easier to see what it says on that screen now the next time I upload the code. Now, on the left, if you look on the window up here, where you can see where my hand is, hello. So this is my board, breadboard that I have set up right now, and I got a bunch of keys, 7 buttons laid out here, M, E, C, and then some arrows. This is menu, exit, escape, back, whatever you want to call it. C is, E is enter, C is cancel, back, whatever. E is enter, and then up, arrow, right, left, and down, of course. In here is a little button, little red button. That's my emergency button. It's currently connected to over here somewhere. I don't even know where it's connected to. Oh, there it is. And then There's a real-time clock down here, which is what's giving me the time, and then those two chips, which are called MCP23017. They're GPIO expanders. They're what's giving me all of the ability to connect all of these different things. So, today, if I click on an M button, what you're going to notice on the right is that first header gets highlighted with a little red box. And then it actually goes away. You'll notice I'm not touching it. Now I can actually press the E key and make it go away. No problem. Or I can wait and let it time out after 5 seconds. Or if I press it again while it's still lit, for example, press it on 5 and then press it again on 4, there, it won't go out until another 5. So it works. This little timeout system and button system actually seems to work quite well. So I'm happy with how that works now. So what I'm going to go ahead and do now is actually the screen over here on the right, over here. Well, this screen is currently unused. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make a sort of a terminal output. So instead of doing things in the code like, for example, in order to kind of understand exactly what's happening in the code when you're developing for little microcontrollers like this, it's quite often you'll do something like this. You'll just do a serial.print, and this is where, you know, we just display some information on the serial line. Now if you look down here on the right, I've got this USB cable that I'm actually going to go ahead and plug into the microcontroller. There, so now that's connected to a port on my computer. Now if we look on the bottom, I'm going to just go ahead and open up the serial monitor. Now every time I press a button, you see it outputs, button has been clicked. Now, this is really useful for kind of understanding what your code is doing as it's running, helping you debug and whatnot. But it means you usually have to have something plugged in. So what I'm going to do, since I have this rack over here with 3 screens on it, and actually 2 of them are going to be used in this project, I'm going to create a new sort of a debug terminal, output terminal on that right screen, and instead of having to write to the serial output and have to have a USB cable plugged in and all of that, I'm going to output messages to that screen. Then, once that's done, I'm going to go ahead and with the ESP32 and create an OTA, a menu system that once I click the M button, a menu pops up and I can choose options. And one of those options is going to be configure Wi-Fi, and that'll open up use the Wi-Fi, and I'll create an access point, put some information on the screen, and then you can connect to the network with your phone and use a little web page to configure the Wi-Fi settings so that the next time it reboots, it can actually connect to your Wi-Fi network, because you need some way to get that information. Sorry about that. Get that information into the ESP to connect to the Wi-Fi. My HeartSense project, I'm using a weird little Bluetooth setup, which works well, and it gave me a lot of knowledge, but I think I'm going to switch it over to the new system I'm going to develop here. So first of all, let's get some outputs happening, terminal outputs happening, and then, now if you look in the description of this video down below or wherever, you'll see a link to GitHub somewhere in there. That's the repository where all of this code is going. It's going to be open source. And so will this display manager that I've been working on. Okay, so let's see where we're at. Alright, so over here in my code, let me make this a bit bigger for you. Yeah, I know. Control plus control, zoom in. Yeah, see, it just gets fucking huge, but fine, let's deal with it. So hopefully you can have a little easier time of what's going on. Alright, now, let me close all this stuff because we do not need it. I should save this. I don't know what happened. Oh, I just took that out. View, save. And I don't need that. All right, now over here in my display manager, let's close a bunch of these windows first of all. See what's going on here. I don't need hardware. I don't need star size file system or serial or utilities. Okay, in my display handler, in the GUI. Now I've already you stay closed. I've already created the base files I need. I've got my debug screen header and CPP file. This creates the actual header screen. So I'm defining these 5 colors, 1, 2, 3, and 5. They're used throughout the screen's definitions and everything it uses to blend all of the elements on that screen together. And then, you know, it actually extends the base screen, and that's where all the magic is done, is in the base. Well, all the best magic. If we look at that, this is where it's managing the select pin. We have some errors and the fonts, and this is where we actually do the prep updates and completes. We can draw some boxes and do stuff. But this is where it sort of handles all of the work for me. All the screens end up basing themselves off of that. Even the panels. All right, so, okay. In the CPP screen, you know, I'm checking my last error. Actually, I'm not doing that. I wanted to get rid of that. That shouldn't be happening there. What's it? I'm going to check that, actually. I'm going to comment that out. I can use that for some testing later on. Okay. So here's where we set up our screen theme. We take those header defined colors and we just stick them in here. Makes it much easier to deal with stuff later on. Just by sticking these defines in here, then I can change the colors on the whole page. Just much easier. That's really why it's there. And then my screen rotation, you know, is the screen upright or sideways or upside down. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to prep it, which means we just do that little base function where we flip the switch on the CS pin and we set the rotation. And then we go ahead and we're going to fill it with black. Oh, that was very loud and annoying. And there's our update. We're not doing much here yet. We'll get to that. That's part of what I'm doing. And then my interface. So I've got, make sure this is all correct. I'm including my header. I've got my object. And I'm creating it, sending in my TFT and my CS pin, because that's all I need to do, right? Over here, header. Yeah. Why do I feel like I'm suddenly missing something? Oh no, that's okay. My destroy screen, delete. If it's not null, delete it, make it null. And here we have our update link. So this is my interface, so that's good. Now what we need to do, so this is all the base stuff. I don't actually need to do anything more. This just sets up the structure of a new window. Now I'm going to go to my display handler. I'm going to close this. Go to my display handler. Nope, not H. Where'd you go? Why do you fucking why? There. Oh fuck, see, every time I click on it, it opens. It's so bloody annoying. Don't like Visual Code. Okay, so my display handler, I don't need the H. Well, alright, here's my display handler. What I need to do is I need to include GUI debug screen interface. Now, oh, I need the global definitions as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and up at the top of this, we're going to add the new screen to the screen types. We're going to call it display screen type. What's it called? Debug screen. Perfect. Now, over here in the display handler, okay, so we've included it. Now, down here in the load new screen function, We're going to just copy this whole thing to make life easy. Display screen type, we're going to change that to debug screen. There. Now, we're going to change this stuff. Basically, we're just going to change the word to debug here. Oh, and I don't have that one set up because this one does not need that. And that should be it. Now, all I need to do is back here in the end of my setup. This is where I'm loading the main screen. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to add this. I want this on the right screen. Oops. And I want display GIS. Display screen type debug screen. There. So now, once I upload this code, you're gonna say, oh, you know what? Just for some hell of it, I need to actually do this. Let's go ahead up here. It's gonna be do this. TFT download font. TFT. Yeah, you suck. Load font, AA font. Let's just go with the 18 point. TFT. Now, this is where the magic of this screen comes in. Once I do this, see, no other screen that I'm developing for anywhere actually uses the TFT write or print or set text or anything like that. It uses all draw and sprints. Well, actually, it uses all sprites. It's actually only this screen that's going to be using these particular sets of functions. So what's cool is I don't have to worry about it. Even though they're all three of these screens are literally sharing one TFT object. As long as I do things like this, I'm good. Initialization complete. You may now eat cheese. All right. Let's see what happens when I push the button. I have pushed the button. That does now examine the results of pushing the button. Scroll. Okay, now sooner or later this thing's going to reboot and I'm going to have to push a button and then we're going to see what happens on the screen. Now keep an eye on that screen that's on the right there. The one that's really bright right now. Okay, it takes a while to compile in this VS Code. I'm very unhappy with VS Code. It is not my favorite thing in the world to use, but it offers things that the Arduino IDE definitely doesn't. But I'm thinking of switching to Platform IO in VS Code, seeing if that's actually faster. This takes forever to build. Okay, finally. Now let's go push the button. Alright, buttons pushed, 100, 21, 35, 50, 64, 78, 92, 100. It should reboot. Why didn't that work? Oh, something disconnected there? Oh, I do. The CS pin is disconnected. Okay, so I reconnected that line right there. Let's hit the reboot. There we go. Oh, that's not going the right direction. Something's not right there. Let's just switch this back over to Samsung tablet. Where's my debug screen? What's my rotation? What's the home screen's rotation? So this should be 1. Oh shit, right. That's not it. I don't remember. Let's go with 3. So this just takes forever to load. Pisses me off every time. I just had an idea. Okay, yeah, that's better. What else can I do with text? Oh, that's not gonna work. Oh, that uses the other. Oh, okay, that's what that is. Oh, that's what that is. All right, let's push the button and see what happens over there. Still, it's not a bad screen. Why are you doing that? Am I connected wrong to something? What pin did I send in? Right screen. Middle screen. Oh, hang on. Am I doing something wrong in here? It's not connected there. Where the hell's it connected? TX2. Yeah, GPIO 17 down here. So it's definitely getting overwritten there. Just a little bit. What am I doing there? Something's not right. That didn't work as easily and slickly as it really should have. Now I have to go through this crap step. Excuse me. Pardon me. Oh, push the button. Oh, sorry, you can't see the code that I was writing. Okay, something's not right there. I think it's just what I've done. I am curious about that, so I'm going to leave that. Well, you know what, let's just try this. Let's just see if it's a bad screen. It shouldn't be looking like that. It really shouldn't. It just shouldn't be looking like that. It really shouldn't. Something has gone horribly wrong. Yeah, okay. All right. See, I know what I'm doing. All right. I just have to make sure. I just thought I was going crazy. Okay, but the rotation is wrong. Why is that not happening right? Oh, hang on. Is the screen base actually doing... Oh, I can get rid of that one. Oh, no, see, I'm doing that. But why is that text looking like that? See, it's not, it's putting the... Oh! What? No, okay, this isn't working right. Why isn't this working right? Did I just miss it? No, something just happened. Okay, that's not working the way it should work. Why? I'm going to put, where the hell are my tweezers? I'm going to put this over there on pin 17 and just see what's going on there. Okay, let's see what's going on with this oscilloscope here. That should not be happening. Where's it? I hate the way this fucking just opens up windows wherever you happen to be and not at the end. No, this is not, this works fine in the other way. Why didn't it work here? They're so fucked up. Oh, I hate it when strange things happen that I don't understand. They make my life miserable. Oh, son of a, there it is, you dumbass. Make sure you call the right fucking function, you stupid idiot. Sometimes you make this a little too easy. See here, if it's creating the home screen, yeah, we got to create there. Now it's edited. Now let's put this back in. Thank you. Now let's go back over here. I don't need any of that because I know it's going to work now, right? Famous last words. And yeah, screen rotation should be 1. There. Now we go. Create a home screen. What do you think is going to happen? It's going to create the freaking home screen. But I have to do all that stuff on the debug screen anyways to get the text working right in the way I wanted it to. So, no, not on the home screen. You go away. You're fine. Debug screen. There it is. So I don't need any of this. Yeah. So filling the screen, not just initializes it. I'm going to set my text size, my color, my wrapping, my cursor, and now I never have to do this again. Now none of these things are ever going to get touched by any other function in any other method or in any other class or in any other window or anywhere. They're only going to get used here because I thought this would be cool. I normally don't use them. I do everything with sprays, so this is going to work very well now. All right, let's go push the button. God, I can't wait till I get OTA working and I don't have to push the button anymore. There. All right, I am so confident I'm going to switch you over there. Let's see what happens. And it reboots. And it still didn't work. Why? didn't that work? That's just fucked up. Did I call it? Whoops, not that one. So messed up. Sometimes it's the smallest things that just catch me out. Okay, the oscilloscope is doing the right thing. It's just pulled high and it shouldn't be doing anything else. That's good. Alright, now this, I should see the serial output, and then I should have a clue what's going wrong. What's the oscilloscope say? Yeah, the oscilloscope did the right thing. Is there something else not connected here? No, that's good. Oh shit! The fucking pin came undone again. God damn it. Stay. Okay, see, now we go. Ah, you're messing with me. You're messing with me. Okay. Now, I have a clue. So I actually want it to be the other way. So I need to change this to 0, 1, 2 to 3. I'm going to change the text size to 2. Now let's upload that. Fuck, that was stupid. Can you see it? Nope. Oh, the camera froze. What the hell? Oh, shit. All right, Okay, so I'm sorry about all that. Let's go back here. I'm going to change that change text size to 2. Change this back to just black. Because that's unreadable. What's the text size look like though? I'm actually going to go to text size 1. Let's do it. No, that last one was 3 still. Now I'll go to size 2. Ah, son of a bitch. No, I totally screwed that up. Let's unplug this so that it doesn't bother uploading. I want that to be text color. I want this to be black. Text size, well, let's look at what 2 looks like. Come on, compile. Holy cow, this is so slow in the compiling world. Did the bigger text look better? The Wi-Fi text? Sorry. Oh, shit. I gotta, oh, that's because I actually had it unplugged. That's fine. Okay, I'm just gonna have to get my face in there so I can actually have a look at this Wi-Fi and see if it looks better this way. Oh, you know what? It's not. It doesn't. Because I changed the text, it actually got a little bit bigger. So I got to go into my panels, my home screen header, clock, Wi-Fi width. Looks like I got to add about. Let's add 3 pixels to the width. 21. All right. That should fix that. Okay, so change. All right, good. Now let's try this and see how this all looks. So what I just did that you didn't see me do was on the home screen header, I went into where I defined the Wi-Fi information, the X and Y coordinates and its width and height, and I just changed it from 24 or from 21 to 24. Now we should see the whole. See right now, if you look. Kind of right there. It's hard to see on the crappy screen. The red, it actually says Wi-Fi, but it's a little bit of the W is cut off because I do a right justify. So let's just get this built, and then that'll give me a really nice terminal, and I can send data to that from anywhere, actually. Even when I push a button or from the other screens. Now, I won't be seeing it in real time like I would through the serial. There's a little bit of a difference, but that's fine. I'm happy with it. Okay, so what does it say? How's the text look? Debug screen, initialization complete. You may now eat cheese. I love it. Look at that. Okay. And you know what I forgot to do? I really just should make that a print line. There. I'm not sure if this will work or not. I'm not sure if it commits it when I do that step, or if it actually happens when I finish that step. Will it actually print that in line with a 100-second delay? I want to actually see. The inquiring minds would like to know, but basically that's it. That's my debug screen. It's now done. So I'm going to actually make this. There, I'm just going to do that. Oh, I need an update. Shit, oh no, I got the update. So what I need to do now, I can close the screen base. I know everything works. I'm done with the display handler, right? I've hooked it up properly. Update, yeah. I don't have an interval on this, so I may as well just get rid of that before I annoy myself to death. Global definitions. We're going to have to go to global definitions. Okay, let's see what happens here. So on the reboot, let's watch the right screen there and see what happens. Fuck, it worked. Oh, shit. It's kind of what I thought I would do, but now I got to do a little bit of work. Now, what can I do with Drunken Sailor? Okay, if we get y is greater than let's see what happens here. Oh, fuck. God damn it. See, there's no way to cancel this. So I gotta wait. Then I have to fucking wait again. I hate VS Code. VS Code is not my friend. Alright, so I just gotta get a little bit of a blank screen blanking going that's gonna be happy with. I'm not going to use a lot, so this should work, basically. Yeah, alright. We'll see what happens with this. And then what I'm going to do is just get the menu working so I can get OTA working. Alright, fuck, no, let's just do this again. So this is just a test to see if I'm going to be able to update that screen and then blank it at the right point in time. Oh, and while that's going, I may as well add in my display update keys. Print string. Okay, now let's go back over to the, where is it, my debug screen. This should now be that. Let's pop over here. And we'll do that. And then we'll, oops, yeah, what the hell. Okay, what did happen there? So it's sort of blank, yeah? Oh shit, that's what I should do. Set cursor 0, 0. Okay, now let's put that there. We'll go up here and we'll copy that, paste it there. We'll put that here. We'll pull that back one, and then we'll just put this print line string to print. There. Did you believe that? Now, okay, so once that's done, that should take care of that. Okay, that looked like it was going, yeah, no, that looked like it was actually a good number to use, 220. Yeah, sure. Okay, now, over here, every time I update the clock, where is it? In the header. Yeah, all right. So what I'll do, right here, right at the end of this, what I'm going to do is all queues. What? Don't I have queues here? Oh, this is in the header. Is it in the screen base though? I thought I brought in the fucking queues into this. I didn't bring in the queues. I took them out. Shit, I gotta put the queues back. Yeah, shit, I have to put the queues back. Crap! And I took them all out because I didn't think I was gonna have to use them, but I actually do have to use them. So, include. Okay. Private CS pin. Queues, all queue. Oops. Pointer, all queue, queues there. Now, let's go here, chip select pin, all queues. Screen base. Queues equals new all queues. Fuck, I gotta do all this work again. Shit. screen header. Where did I put it? Right after chip select, yeah. Oh, no, let's not do the header yet. This is gonna fuck me up. Let's just do the home screen. Well, let's do the debug screen. We're here. Alright, that takes care of the debug screen. Now the interface screen. Home screen. Okay, home screen. We'll add that. Home screen. Where are we? Up here. Stick that there. And all cues there, so that takes care of that. Now we'll go to the interface. And we'll add that there. Takes care of the home screen interface, the home screen, and the home screen, and screen base, and screen base. Now I need to display handler. Okay, nothing works here now. Okay, and it's called all cues. Yes, it is, and it's just that. So, where is it here? Let's go back to loading the screens. Create home, CS pin, all cues. All cues. Okay, so I do need that there. That's good, that's done. Okay, now, panel base. So that's the panel base. Now the home screen header. Okay, the home screen header gets it. And the CPP also gets it, and it gets passed to the panel base right there. New. All right. Now, in the home screen header, draw panel, update time, new time. What I'm going to do, all of that just so I can do this. All cues. Oh, fuck. Add item to display queue. Display command update value. Display command update value. Display. What the fuck am I looking for? Display update keys. Why does it not give me the other one? There it is. String is the payload. Oh no, I don't have to do that. Just new time. And right, it's on the right screen. I still have to do that, but I don't like having to do that. I'm going to have to fix that. Okay, so every time the time updates, that screen is going to update. Fuck, that's a lot of work, but it's worth it. I'm going to need to do that later anyways. So once that's done, now This is just to make sure I've got everything connected, working, and whatnot. Because I'm going to need that queue object in the subclasses later on, once I start using menu items and passing around OTA commands and stuff. So having that queue object in the base and just passing it down gives me access, because it's only a pointer. I'm not using any memory, so it's not a big deal there. Wow, my God, you take so long. But anyways, what we should see over on the right now is that screen will go through and it should update like this and then update properly. We'll see what happens. But if this works, good. I can actually just go back and use that third screen. Oh no. What have I forgotten? Oh yeah. Home screen, CPP. Oh, home screen had it right. I got to pass in the queue object after the chip select pin. Right here. Here I do, because I'm instantiating this one explicitly, so I just got to pass in my queue object. Yeah, see, that's all just coming. No, what's this? It's just really complaining about it all, aren't you? What's that? Panel base. Have I done something wrong there? All cues. Why are you showing me that? Alright, let's get this going. Come on now. I just want to get past the stupid ass step so I can build my menu and get OTA starting to go. God, VS Code takes forever to load. So I got this, while I'm waiting, I got this smart plug from Tekken, right? This is what it is. Plugs into your wall, has one outlet on it, and turn it on. But you can connect it to your Wi-Fi, and then you can use an app, I guess, on your phone and control the plug, turn it on and off. Oh, Star Side menu. I haven't even started work on that, but I've already got to update it. Yes, I do. That makes sense. Star Side menu. Totally forgot about that. There. Nope. Okay, let's put that there. And then over here, we'll put that there. Chip select pin, all, oops, new, all cues. Okay, now are you happy with me? Yeah, that's the other one I was complaining about. Splash screen. Fuck, I don't want the splash screen. I'm just going to get rid of the splash screen because I really don't need the splash screen anymore. So where's my display handler? Okay, splash screen's already out of there. Good. So is the serial interface. Why is that over there to begin with? And that's all commented out, so that's good. So I'm just going to get rid of those files. There. They're gone. Now, stop complaining about them. That usually means something's about to run out of battery power. But no, everything looks good. Yeah. Everything's on the chargers. Everything works well. Alright, anyways, what do we got going on here? Yep, still compiling. Takes forever to compile. So I got these Wi-Fi plugs. I've already taken one apart, and inside here is an ESP3266 the breakout board. You know, the ones that you can buy everywhere. There's actually one inside here. So I'm going to take this apart and scalp it. You know what, I could probably just hack this and figure out what it's actually doing and then just upload my own code to it. That way I don't have to worry about whatever the tech and horribleness is doing, sending data out to the internet and whatnot. That'd be fun. I'd never get it back together though after I take it apart. Are you going to finish compiling at some point in time, or am I going to die of old age? Visual Code, man, this VS Code crap, I hate it. Oh, just get on with it. Compile already. Do your things. Thank you. Push the button. And it's not fucking auto-scrolling again, because why would I want it to actually auto-scroll? Alright, are you done? What's happening over there? So it's doing its loop, which looks good. It looks really good. Okay, that's my Happy Joy Joy loop. Now, why is it not updating the time? Oh, because I actually didn't fill in the rest of that code, did I? Did I? Okay, I was working on the debug screen and the debug screen. Okay, so where's my update? Yeah, that's because I actually didn't finish this. Nothing's happening here. I got sidetracked in payload. There. Fuck me. Oops. Sorry. Okay, so I know the other one works, so I'm going to get rid of that. This all works. I'm happy with the way this is actually setting up. Let's get rid of that. I'm still going to print that because I want it, every time this thing reboots, it'll clear, and I'll have a, this is going to give me a clue that something has gone horribly wrong. Now I gotta sit back and wait for another 14 hours for this damn thing to compile because Visual Studio Code is off sucking someone's dick somewhere, I suppose. I don't know. Alright, how's my oscilloscope doing? It's just sitting there, nothing's happening. Do my buttons still work? I haven't checked. Maybe I broke my fucking buttons. I did. I broke my damn buttons. Why? What did I do wrong here? Why do you hate me? What have I done so horrible that you don't want to pass me off like this? Why? Why was that not working now? That makes no sense. Is it still giving me output, or did I undo that? Yeah, I think I undid that. Oh no, it's there. Oh shit, you go, oh, fuck. Yeah, of course. Come on now. So no updates are getting through for some reason, actually. That's what it looks like. Did I break my display handler? No. Nothing's getting through there. Why is that? All right. Let's just power cycle the whole thing. Maybe I've done something horribly wrong. Yeah, see, that's not, the button's not working. Fuck, what the hell? What did I do wrong? What did I break? That should not be happening. Why would that have broken? How could... You know what? I wonder. Everything plugged in? The clock is working. The clock is working. Oops. So this is the test that I have, just to make sure all those buttons are actually working correctly. It isolates everything and just does the buttons. Let's just make sure that is actually working. We'll know if I broke the code or if something's wired wrong. Oh, you suck. Because that's really weird. Oh, push the button. Alright, let's open up the serial monitor. Oops, fuck. Yeah, so that the buttons are working. So I don't have a wiring problem. Wire begin, display manager and net. I'm wondering if I'm breaking the cues somewhere. Oh. Yeah, I wonder, yeah, that could have been an issue. What? Where? Home screen update time. Home screen header. Line 69. Oh, you suck. That's weird. That's weird. Alright, why would my buttons have broke? That makes no sense. That really makes no sense at all. None. Yeah, well, nothing's changed. Okay, well, I don't know what was going on, but... oh, might have been when I was unplugging the wires and whatnot. I could have fucked it up. What's happening to the clock? Nothing. Okay, why is my clock not getting updated? Or no, my clock is updated, but the debug screen isn't. Did I disable that in my attempt to figure out what I broke? Yeah, it's the same key, in key, yeah, fuck, what the hell's wrong? What is wrong? Why is it not passing that text over? Buttons work, so the highlight works. Trying to get the lighting right so you can see the, but it's not sending the time over. Why is it not sending the time over to the other screen? You know what? I'm going to try this too then. Let's try this. I'm going to take that same line. I'm going to stick it in my button manager. Yeah, see, something is not fucking right there. See, that's going in, but the screen isn't being updated. Okay, so I know everything's working right. I don't need to do this. Where's my display debug screen? So yeah, it's doing that. I know it's there, but why is it not actually? Oh, you suck! Sometimes I forget my own mother in the back seat if I didn't know what I was doing. Of course that's not going to work, you dumbass. Oops. Oh, that's not good. All right, I'm back. So yeah, I'm sometimes completely forgetting how to use my own display manager, and I forgot that I actually have to, you know, prep it and complete it. That's why nothing's freaking working. Jeez. Everything else is working, but not that. That's because I wasn't actually, and I'm going to delete the line there for some reason, I wasn't going through the prep. Because every one of these requires that CS pin to be pulled, and that's what this does, and I wasn't doing it, and sometimes I just forget. Oh, man. All right, so that's all connected. This is handling, yeah, the button manager's fine. There's nothing wrong with the button manager. I don't need to do, the display handler's awesome. The home screen is doing its thing. Okay, so yeah. When it gets the key, And now, yeah, see, now I'll prep this display. Do that. Okay, see, now I'm good. Now I can just give up on this and move on to my menu. I'm so happy. Yeah, 5-second timeout. Easy enough to change, but I'm going to go with 5 seconds for now just because I'll change it later, but I don't want to have to develop with a 30-second timeout. That would suck. All right, come on. There we go. Push the button. Oh, I can't wait till I don't have to push this button anymore. Thank you. See, that wasn't hard. See, I know what I'm doing. I just sometimes don't know what I'm doing. Now let's see what happens when it hits the bottom. Beautiful. I love it. All right. Okay, so I'm just going to use that as a bit of an outside terminal. All right, let's go back to the code. Let's go back to the home screen header. Let's just remove that line because I don't need it. That was just to test everything. And you know what? It worked. It showed me where all my little issues were. Okay, so this is done. I don't need to do anything. Print line. Good. This is done. That's closed. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to check in all of these changes. Okay, so I'm just updating my, if you look in the description of this video, my GitHub repository for VoltGiver is there. And it has just been updated with all of my new changes because it's a working build and I've got that little menu. Good, now, oh, I didn't update it. I just actually, yeah, so I got rid of that line. So here I'm doing this and I'm doing this. All right, good. So what's next? Menus. What the hell's my menu? Oh, it's a panel. All right. Okay, so so what I need to do now all right. So what's next is this. That's what these buttons down here are. So right now, if no menu is selected or highlighted, right, the device is just running and it's got its displays. If I click just the M key, what I want is that header to highlight and the header menu to pop up because that's some quick access stuff. If I click one of these arrows, if I click like the down arrow, then I want it to highlight the top header. If nothing else is highlighted or whatnot, if I just walk up and press this, it'll just highlight the header, but it won't actually open the menu. And if I click the top, or the up button, and nothing is selected, again, I just walk up, I press this, then the last graph, that'll actually be on the second display, is the one that'll get highlighted. And then I can just use these arrows up and down to move that highlight to different graphs and control them independently. Because there's a lot of neat stuff coming up. So once I've got the right one selected with these arrows, then I can just hit the enter key and that'll bring up the menu for that particular panel. I call it a panel. This will be a graph. That's why everything here is a panel base. Widgets are something else. Widgets is empty. All right. So this menu, what I have so far, I have a menu item, which is this thing here. It's got a label, and then I can have possible commands. I might have child menus, but I don't think so, just simply because the screen isn't big enough to hold complex menus the way I'm doing it. Maybe it might, but we'll see. If I really need it, it'll actually be easy enough to add, because I can just add one to itself. And then down here, we can see that this menu is in fact extending our panel base, so that gives us all the functionality we need. And then I have this list, which is actually going to be a dynamically allocated array. And then two ways to add items to it, either with a volt giver command or with a display update key. Now they basically just go back to the same one, this private function. But this way I know that which one I'm actually adding. I'm adding either what sort of command, because when you select a menu item, you know, you've got a highlighted menu item and you select it, it has to instigate an action. Well, I like that phrase, instigate an action. I'm sorry, officer, I had to shoot him. He instigated an action. And this is how it actually does it, is either the volt giver command, which is something to the system, or just an update. So for example, if there were submenus, the display update would say, okay, move your display selection to the next one, and it kicks off a whole bunch of behind the scenes stuff. It's really cool. But I'm thirsty. I'm going to, I'm not even showing you what the hell I'm even talking about because I suck. Volt giver commands. This is my menu item. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the bathroom and take a quick little break. And while I'm gone, you guys can look at this. Oh, you know what? Just to have something. Oh, too late. Alright, I shall return eventually after I've completed all of my doings. So before I actually take a break, let me show you something that's actually really neat. Let's go to the overhead cam. You see my oscilloscope there? Nice, that actually works really well. You know what, let's make this more interesting. Let's put that oscilloscope on to the SDA. No. Where the hell am I? Yeah, that's the right one. Okay. I shall leave you there. Alright, I'm back. Sorry for the big old delay, but you know how it is. Alright, there you are. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is we're going to go ahead and set up a bit of a menu system. I'm missing a camera. I'm going to set up a bit of a menu system. Now, right now, all you can see on that main screen is that there is a, that header panel. It has the time on the left and then the name, Volt Giver. And then on the right, there's that red bit that you can't really see. There you can. The box below it is just sort of a placeholder. If we have a look at the home screen, draw panel. Oh, this is the home screen header. Oh. Home screen. Alright, so handle menu button, exit. Alright, what was I doing? What was I talking about? Oh, right, the panel. The home screen. I don't want the home screen header. At least not yet. So in here, alright, so this is where it draws that header panel. And then it draws the just a box that I just stuck in there for the sake of it. I'm going to move this down a bit. Okay. Now, the home screen header, do I have a menu in here yet? Okay, now, I'm putting that, when we get a command, okay, so update case, let's put a new one in here. And this has to be display keys. Oh, I haven't even created it yet. So let's go to the globals, update keys. Menu button pressed. Yeah, right there. I'm already handling it. Okay, so I don't need to do that. It's in the right. I gotta go to that function. Where is it? There it is. Okay, here we are. Now, what do I do? If I handle menu button. Where are my menu buttons? They really should be in there. Oh no, I need them over here, right? Okay, E is not exit, C is exit. Alright, so let's just do this. Where's my break? Okay, what the fuck is going on? Whoa. Button C is actually cancel. Button E is something new. Okay, this is actually button enter. Why did I have it as exit? Menu, enter, cancel. Okay. So I need a new function here on the home screen called void handle menu button enter. I'm gonna shot. Do I want to call that cancel? I'm gonna call it exit. Or sorry, cancel. Alright, now. Actually, I gotta do something very similar to that. Just for now, until I start to figure out exactly how this is gonna work. Okay. Right. Now what I wanted to do is, where is it? Current panel selected. Int current panel mode. Could have put these in an enum, but whatever. I don't really. Okay. Now, like I said, a lot of the stuff is just, I'm initially putting it where I think I need to use it for now, but once I start building this out, that stuff will probably move somewhere and become a little better managed and named. So, int current panel mode equals menu. What the hell did I just call it? Panel. Interesting. I might be able to take advantage of that elsewhere. Why are you not happy with me? Because I have not selected the home screen. I don't want to bring that in here. There's no need to. So, fuck. Well, for now, I shall stick them here. That's not good enough. Okay, are you happy now? Yes, you are. Okay, now, what I'm trying to do here, if I go back to that function where I'm trying to do this stuff, okay. So I'm going to deal with that later. Menu. Okay, so if current panel selected is less than 0, then we're going to jump straight into it. Enter. No. Enter actually works differently. Okay, yeah. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? Alright, I may as well just put all the functions in here because I'm going to need them all. Okay. And the menu button up, down, left, right. Wait, what have I got here? Menu, cancel, enter, up, down, left, D. Boom. Alright, okay, so I've got all that done now. Up, down, left, right. Okay, this is not be cancel, this should be enter. Menu, enter, cancel, up, down, left, right. Okay, here we go. Oh, something was fucked up. Okay. Right. So if I press the menu button, the currently panel selected menu, it's going to go straight to current panel selected 1, current panel mode equals menu panel selected, because we're jumping straight to selected. I'm going to leave that for now. Okay, now I got to do something fun with the head. This is where we start getting into the actual menu stuff now. Okay. All right, where's my header? There it is. Pound include star side menu. I've already added it, didn't I? Wait, back up. Panel-based start site menu. Start site menu. Local menu. Why are you unhappy? No default constructor exists. So, do you really fucking need one? Yeah, I'm not doing that. You can't do it. Okay, local menu, dot, add an item to the list. You can't, why are you showing me that one? That one's private. Okay, I want that one. I want the new label to be configure Wi-Fi. And let's just, for the sake of it, let's add the second one. Dot add menu to list. Oh, this one's going to be a volt giver command. So this is going to be firmware OTA, my favorite that I need. Oh, yeah, I didn't actually complete that, did I? No, I did not. Okay, so this is actually going to be a volt giver command as well. Hang on a second, I'm just going to look that up to see if I'm actually using this yet. Yeah, that's the right one. I'm going to rename it though, I don't like it. I'll give a command, inish OTA init. I don't like the word, I don't like the way it's phrased, begin OTA. It's confusing with some other stuff. This has to be a volt giver command. This is volt giver command. OTA. I should just call it OTA. Excuse me. No, fuck it, I'm gonna leave it there. So this one's going to be a volt giver command. Why can't I fucking change that from my... Why do I have to do this? Yeah, volt giver command. And that's it. I don't have to do that, but it's just nice to be clear. Oh wait, it's supposed to be down here. This is a whole new one that I was adding, right? I'm hungry, I'm gonna go eat soon. Okay. Now I have to actually build that. Okay, so display menu item. Temp menu item. I'm going to shorten this up later. Du key. Oh, let's do this the right way. Label equals new label. Temp menu item. Label. Vault giver command. New Okay, that's a shortcut there. That's done. Okay, and now I need temp menu item list equals menu item list. Delete. Oh, don't want to do that yet. Hang on, I'm doing something fucking really wrong here. How the hell do I instantiate an array again? An array of items. I can't fucking remember. Sometimes I forget. What's going on here? Alright, let's go find this. Oh. Sometimes I forget what I'm doing. Why is that not liking that? Oh, no default constructor. Thank you. Menu item list counter equals temp menu item list counter. Oops. If number of menu items is equal to 0, okay, that should do that, right? That's not going to crash, right? What do you think? Is that going to work? Let's just do a compile on it before I actually try to upload it. Some things seem to be unhappy here. Oh. Am I using a default store-side fucking menu somewhere? Oh. I keep forgetting I gotta use pointers in a lot of places. which means switching this over. Where's my menu? Alright, so yeah, this is a standard constructor. Means I just need that. See? Oh, that's why I keep everything the same. Alright. No, that's not going to crash, right? Okay, home screen header. I need a function here saying, board from menu. All right, now what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? I know what I'm going to do. Where did I put it? Oh, no, it's over here in the header. It was in the header. Did I get rid of it? Oh, I did. All right, well, let's put a new one here. All queues dot add item to display queue, display command, update value, that one is the one I want, so display update keys, right? Print string. Why don't you show me the one I want you to fucking show me? Payload and then location. On the menu now, so. And then I need it on the right screen. Not happy about that, but I'm going to keep it. Okay, now in the home screen, okay, I'm going to do something again here because I'm going to reuse this function. is private. I'm going to take all of this, stick it there, get the, oh. I'm going to get a new color and stick it there. Green. Oops. There we go. So that allows me to just do things easily and quickly. Why is that not happy? Oh. I like that better. Yeah, I like that better. Okay, now that I can do that, back here in the home screen header, draw panel as selected. And so I should see that turn green. It's not going to work. There's no fucking way this is going to work the first time out of the gate. Yeah, see, I totally didn't like whatever I did there. Alright, well, let's get this up and running, and then I'm going to go eat. Because I'm hungry. And I've got chicken. Not just any chicken. Crunchy Italian coated chicken. Some Parmesan or pasta of some sort I'm going to do up. Corn. Alright, what time is it? Yeah, it's almost 7 o'clock. There's no way this is going to work. So many problems. Oh, home screen header line 10. What the fuck? Really? Way at the beginning? Come on. What's going on here? Why are you unhappy? That's the only problem. Alright, let's try that. Now, what should happen is when I hit the M key, it should turn red, and we'll see a message pop up on that new terminal screen that I have there. The home screen. Handle menu button. Oh shit, I'm not doing anything. Wrong menu. There. Oh, what the hell? Current equals, not fucking, it is equal to. That's going to cause me a problem. Equals -1. Equals menu, panel, normal. Now what the hell did you complain about? Panel base, CPP, line 25. I don't need this anymore. I'm not using Bluetooth at all in this project, so I don't need it at all. No Bluetooth. Oh boy, it takes so long. Alright, I'm hungry and I'm losing focus and I'm going to have to deal with this later. Anyways, this has been fun. 3 hours, yeah, that's good. So I'll pick this project up again some other time. Tomorrow. I'll probably be back on Twitch later with Bioshock. But I'm hungry and all I can think about is chicken. And I've got this weird problem because I cannot remember how to instantiate a dynamically allocated array of items. I'm no expert at this. I never said I was. So everything else is working, but have a good night, y'all. Bye.
Shut up and sit down.